That was probably the most trash cut I've ever done, so we're gonna go with it. Anyway, we stopped when Dr. Hartwell said,
Fine, make it quick.
"Alright, here we go." Hartwell's voice raspy and kind of sore from his shout. Luckily enough for Dr. Bright, he was quick to answer, having already exhausted Hartwell mentally.
So you know the movie Godzilla? Well, I made a pretty similar thing, seeming as the size of the freaking Eiffel Tower. But my main goal is to turn William back to normal.
He says as fast as possible due to his nervous fever. Hartwell turns swiftly and speaks with surprise and vigor.
I beg your finest pardon. How do you even manage that in a 20 by 30-meter lab?
Hartwell has to calm himself down before speaking in a more worried and terrified tone.
You played God, and now you see the consequences of your actions, Bright.
He says, looking into Dr. Bright's eyes so that you'd think he's trying to burn a hole in his skull. Dr. Bright speaks up, his voice heavy with regret and resentment.
Don't you think I know that? This is my son we're talking about. I just want to make things.
Hartwell interrupts.
There is no normal for him anymore. You changed the genetics, and the machine was most likely crushed by your son's new size and weight.
Bright refuses to accept this as reality and defiantly raises his voice.
No! We have to get him back. We need to find a way.
Hartwell speaks coldly.
What we need is to do our job.
He says, getting very close in Dr. Bright's face.
And that is to either contain that thing or kill it.
Dr. Bright hates to admit, but it's his job above all else.
Okay, but how are we supposed to take down a giant?
He says, trying to at least get a plan going despite how he feels.
He was genetically mixed with a plant, right?
Hartwell says.
Well, yes, but he's far more than just an apple now, obviously.
Bright says sarcastically.
Will plants burn? Perhaps we need fire or chemicals. I know we have either one of those in bulk at a warehouse at the Site 04.
This encourages Dr. Bright to spitball his ideas.
So we could set up a trap or an ambush with the task forces to capture him?
Hartwell smirks at the idea.
Sounds like a plan to me. But how will we tell the others? The comms are busted so we can't communicate with the neighboring sites.
In response, Bright's expression becomes thoughtful for a moment or two.
We could try driving for him. Maybe there's most likely a van or some kind of vessel in the garage if it wasn't destroyed by my accident.
Which provokes an eye roll from Hartwell.
Yeah, let's just get going before you make King Kong next.
He says, walking to the exit, looking back at Dr. Bright to signal him to follow along. Dr. Bright follows close behind whilst they walk with a sense of purpose to the garage. Upon arrival at the garage, they look around to get to the key box, testing each of them until they hear an audible
beep
from the garage. Heading to the back of it, Dr. Bright pauses before speaking.
Wait, even when we arrive, who in the world is just going to give us dangerous chemicals and large amounts of fire-starting equipment? It's not like that's a casual task to ask from one of the staff.
As Bright spoke, Hartwell waves his hand dismissively and speaks.
Don't worry about it. I know a guy.
That is, sadly, all I have left. So yeah, here's the proof. I will be back when I write more next Wednesday. I'll have a whole bunch more. I'll have at least maybe a few more pages. It'll be a longer video. Catch you later, guys.